Guys, so in this video I'm going to show you how to swap out a pair of Shimano cranks. Pretty straightforward process. Tools you're going to need are a 5mm Allen key and the locking tool for the cranks, which is this guy right here. And then so I'm putting together my Giant Trans Advance 2018, doing some upgrades here. So we are swapping from the SLX to the XT. And what we're going to want to do, the first thing you want to start with, normally I would have a stand here visiting family in out of state, so all my stuff is back west, but that's okay because we can make do. So the bike's upside down. First thing you want to do is loosen your 5mm pinch bolts here, like so. I'll just set that down. Okay, once both of those guys are nice and loose, you're going to take your tool and we're going to pop off our compression cap here, dust cap. Okay. And we're just going to set that aside. And then basically, again, pretty straightforward, the arms are just going to pop off. Okay, so then this arm is going to slide off, and we'll just set that aside. And then this part here, give it a little tap, and that'll come out, exposing the bottom bracket. There we go. Takes a little bit of effort, but it gets there. And then what you want to do is, this is a new bike, so obviously everything's going to check out, but you want to inspect in there. You want to check the bearings for play. You can grab and just kind of wiggle a little bit. Make sure that the cups are still pressed in properly, that nothing has got out of whack, and just go ahead and give it a good cleaning. What I usually do is I'll take a rag, get some cleaner spray, I'll twist it up like that, stick it through, kind of floss it out, give it a good flush and clean. Again, make sure everything's good. Again, being a new bike, don't have to worry about it here. And just as a general rule of thumb, whenever you replace parts, inspection, always look at the area you're replacing, make sure nothing's dinged, cracked, split, anything like that, because there's nothing worse than putting new parts into something that's cracked or broken, and you're having to start again. So with that said, let's go on and get our new cranks in. Hey, so real quick, I just wanted to show what I'm doing here is I'm swapping the standard Shimano oval 30 tooth or standard round 30 tooth for this one-up components oval. A lot of people say, oh, well, Shimano did that back in the day with BioPace. The difference with this is it's actually a proprietary design to it. It's not just kind of out there like, let's just make it oval to make it oval. Basically, so this goes from a 28 tooth on the low side and more of a 32 tooth on the high side, so it's always oscillating, so it's kind of like two gears in one. Personally, I myself was kind of skeptical, let me hold those up better, of it compared to round, but after a few rides on one, I'd say a couple of years ago, I could definitely feel a difference. So I make it a point to swap round for oval on each one of my builds. Okay, so now that we have our spline all greased up there, just a thin coat of grease, just kind of across the whole area there. And we have our chainring installed, our one-up 30 tooth. So next step, pretty straightforward. With the chain held out like that around the bottom bracket, we're going to go ahead and slide it in, and with a nice firm push, like that. And then we can go ahead and just lightly mount our chain there for now. Very carefully like that. And with different bottom brackets, you want to check the spacing. Sometimes, especially I know threaded bottom brackets are coming back, you want to make sure that the end of the spline is right by the end of the bottom bracket there. Otherwise, even when you tighten the cranks down, you're going to get side-to-side play because it's not quite spaced out enough. And now we're basically Going to attach our arm. Now with these splines, I believe these are 48 spline cranks on the Shimano. You want to make sure it's exactly parallel with your drive side crank. You don't want it to be off, left or right to any degree, because you'll feel it really quick. And so that's just going to slide on. And then the next part is, we've got our cap there. There we go. Then a little coat of grease on it. And that is just going to thread in the end there like that. And again, just snug tight. You don't want to really crank down on these too much, and you'll feel the end cap pulling the crank in where it needs to be. And then you want to give it kind of a spin test here. Make sure it's not too tight. There we go. That looks pretty good there. We can still spin it. Just back it off just a hair. And now, last but not least, we just want to tighten down our 5mm here. Again, we're going to go side to side like that. And then with a few turns, you'll feel it bottom out right there and right there. You want to go ahead and give it your side-to-side check. You're going to grab each crank arm like this, and you want to kind of rock it up and down like that to make sure that there is no play and that it spins freely like it does. I'll shift this up a little bit. And there you go. And that is how you install a pair of Shimano cranks. All right, peace.